Day 1. Why a consecration to the Holy Family? The human family on earth is an image of the divine family in heaven. This is what transmits God's plan from one generation to another. This is what spreads God's love and His word down through the generations. The collapse of the family means the ruin of the Lord's plan for humanity. That is to say, a breakdown that removes salvation and sanctity from human beings. Every family is a holy family because it is in the image of the triune God. That the formation of the family means that the formation of God's image. The family carries the torch and the book from generation to generation so that the word might continue to be illuminated by the light of the Lord. The family is the cord ties human beings to one another through history so that humanity might grow and multiply. If this cord is cut and humanity is separated from its history, the generations will be lost without history or identity. The family gives humanity its human identity and imprints the image of God on it. It safeguards human memory. Men without a family are men without a memory. Man, deprived of memory, goes around in circles. Humanity without memory stagnates in history and dies. That's from Saint Charbel Maclove. It doesn't get any clearer than that, does it? Sometimes it takes a saint to state the obvious. In essence, what Saint Charbel is saying is that without the family, mankind is in ruins. To prevent this from happening, we must return to the blueprint of the family, namely the Holy Family. To this, what better way than through a 33-day consecration to Jesus, Mary, and Joseph? This will help us to better understand, know, and love them. In turn, loving the Holy Family will help us to better understand and appreciate the importance of the family in society and secure the future of mankind. The times are difficult, but we can do something about it. We can turn to Jesus, Mary, and Joseph and get back to the basics of how God intended us to live and grow in virtue. Now is the time for consecration to the Holy Family. The attack on the family. It's simply undeniable that demonic attack is being waged against the family today. Satan knows well that if the family falls, we all fall. The family unit is the basis of a peaceful and harmonious civilization, the bedrock of a just and loving society. Without the family, chaos erupts, charity is lost, and natural and supernatural virtues are unable to flourish and multiply. It is no wonder that the longest lived Fatima visionary, Venerable Lucia dos Santos, once made the following powerful statement to a cardinal. The final battle between the Lord and the kingdom of Satan will be about marriage and the family. Take note, according to this saintly visionary of Fatima, the final battle between good and evil is not about ecology, climate change, immigration, or so called cultural colonization. No. What destroys civilization and mankind's proper understanding of God and His ways is the colonization of evil in the minds and hearts of men, women, and children. This is why the destruction of the family is Satan's final and greatest attempt to distort and destroy God's image in us. If we fail to realize this and place the majority of our efforts to fix humanity in temporal affairs and mundane concerns, it's a sign that we're near the point of no return. And we aren't far from it. For example, worldwide birth rates are at an all time low. The majority of Christians now practice some form of contraception, and Christian countries around the world have lost their identities and are rapidly fading away. Christendom is dead. We find ourselves at the turning point in human history. Modern philosophers often refer to our times as the post human era. Technology has replaced relationships, social media has decreased social virtue, and the very definition of marriage and family is left to the secular rulers of our day to determine. The battle over the family is raging. The spirit of darkness has pervaded practically every human institution, including universities, the entire medical field, all areas of science, political, politics, the military, and the majority of workplaces. Sadly, there are even many areas of the church where various forms of darkness and anti family ideology are being promoted and promulgated. The confusion and distraction are everywhere. We're in a huge mess. Yes, it's that bad. Consider the words of saintly Pope John Paul II. Unfortunately, various programs backed by very powerful resources nowadays seem to aim at the breakdown of the family. At times, it appears that concerted efforts are being made to present as normal and attractive and even glamorous situations which are in fact irregular. Indeed, they contradict the truth and love, which should inspire and guide relationships between men and women, thus causing tensions and divisions in families, with grave consequences, particularly for children. The moral conscience becomes darkened. What is true, good, and beautiful is deformed, and freedom is replaced by what is actually enslavement. The holy Polish Pope who lived through and fought against communism, socialism, Marxism, fascism, and a dozen other worldly ideologies, knows what he's talking about. It's why he wrote his powerful letter to families in 1994. He knew the severity of the battle. Sadly, after his pontificate, things have not gotten better, but worse. Marriage has been redefined in many countries. People in so called homosexual marriages, which are unnatural and immoral in and of themselves, now have the right to adopt children. Abortion rates have increased globally. New forms of contraception are flourishing, and those who defend and promote the truth of marriage and family life are increasingly ridiculed, persecuted, and cancelled. The attack on the Holy Family. For the evil, the attack on the Holy Family is only the means to an end. The ultimate goal of the evil one is to attack and destroy the family. Remember this, the devil hates God more than anything else. In his twisted mind, destroying humanity isn't good enough for the devil. He wants to conquer and destroy God. He cannot, of course, but the devil is a dreamer. Stuck in eternal fire, Lucifer never stops desiring the destruction of light and life and wants to make a mockery of all that is good, true, and beautiful. He cannot get God Himself, and so he seeks to destroy God's plan for the human race by destroying the family, both human and divine. It's been this way since the beginning of time and continues happening with the new covenant in Jesus Christ. Pope Saint Paul VI and Pope Leo XIII tell us the following about Holy Family. We see that at the beginning of the New Testament, at the beginning of the Old, there is a married couple but whereas Adam and Eve were the source of evil which was unleashed on the world, Joseph and Mary are the summit from which holiness spreads all over the earth. The Savior began the work of salvation by this virginal and holy union. When God, in His mercy, determined to accomplish the work of man's renewal, which some had some so many long ages waited. He appointed and ordained his work in such wise that its very beginning might shew to the world the august spectacle of a family which was known to be divinely constituted, that therein all men might behold a perfect model as well of domestic life as of every virtue and pattern of holiness. For such indeed was the Holy Family of Nazareth. Both mankind's fall from grace and God's plan from the sanctification and redemption of humanity in Christ start with a family. God ordained in this way. The Virgin Mary is essential to this plan. Saint Joseph is too. Along with all the saints and holy angels in heaven, they participate in the great battle of life. The devil knows that the family is at the center of God's plan for redemption too, and he also fights with all his minions to destroy the light. Do you know it? Do you understand the severity of this issue? Are you on the side of God or the side of the devil? Are you part of the solution or are you part of the problem? In other words, by the way you live and conduct yourself in society, are you cooperating with God in the promulgation of the family? Or are you fighting against God and His plan and knowingly or unknowingly making things worse by promoting falsehoods? Where is your allegiance? Are you for life or are you for death? These are tough questions, aren't they? But they need to be asked and they need to be answered. The battle over the family is the battle of battles, and it must be taken seriously for this reason. Now is the time for God's children to get their lives in order in order seek understanding and knowledge and get back to the foundations of the faith, extolling the Holy Family and the importance of the Holy Family or of the family in civilization and society will help lead the nations back to reason and godliness. In times to go on the It's time to go on the offensive. Consecration, the spiritual offensive. The great Marian saint of martyr of love, Saint Maximilian Kolbe, often informed the members of his Militia Immaculata that they were to be on the offensive in their quest to lead souls to Jesus through Mary. Defense is good, but offense is better. You never gain ground playing defense. You move forward playing offense. Saint Maximilian encouraged those consecrated to Mary to be on the offense and hunt for souls, bringing everyone to Mary so that she can bring them to Jesus. Every saint knows that true devotion to Mary is the fastest, easiest, and surest way to know and love Jesus. In the current climate of spiritual mediocrity and moral decay, we too need to be on the offensive. Fight fire with fire. If the family and Holy Family are under attack, attack in return. What kind of attack? Certainly not an attack with earthly weapons inflicting physical harm. Our battle is spiritual and we overcome evil with the spiritual weapons of prayer, truth, mercy, and sacrificial love. Promote family life. Promote Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Such a battle plan requires action, perseverance, ingenuity, sacrifice, and sufferings. But it's what needs to be done. Don't run from the battle. Charge into the fire. Consecration to the Holy Family is the spiritual offense that is needed today. The devil is tricky, and the sons of and daughters of light must strive to beat him at his own game. The devil is tricky, and the sons and daughters of light must strive to to beat him at his own game. When he attacks, we go harder, stronger, and longer. We can suffer for the cause, he cannot. Saint Maximilian Kolbe gave his life for a fellow prisoner. What can we give to promote truth and light? Saint Maximilian brought people to Jesus through the Immaculata. What can we do to restore and promote true family life in the world? We exalt, we can exalt and promote Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, the Holy Family. The family is the basis in the Lord's plan, and all the forces of evil aim to demolish it because they know that in destroying it, they will shake the foundations of God's plan. The war of the evil one against the Lord is a war waged against the family. This latter war is the essence of his war against the Lord because the family is the image of God. Since the beginning of the creation of this universe, the wicked one has persistently tried to destroy the family, which is the foundation of God's plan. The family is the place where a human being enters into communion or into communication with God and with his brethren. Without the family, his relationship would be destroyed and nothing could compensate for it. If if a man tries to repair the relationship by human means, it will become fragile and misguided. And along with that, all humanity will be subject to an evil that will tilt it toward inevitable death. Uphold your families and guard them against grudges of the evil one by the presence of God. Protect them and preserve them by prayer, by understanding and forgiveness, by sincerity and fidelity. Safeguard the warmth of the family because all the warmth of the world will not make up for it. From Saint Charbel Maclo.